This has been on your radar for a while?
Everybody who's in the top, but yeah, he's the guy with the belts. He has 2 of the belts. He controls half of the division, so absolutely.
When you look at the division, is it something that excites you when you see all the big names and the guys kicking in and around 154?
Yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, I think we have the best weight class as far as like so many different guys who can win on any given night. We may not have the most popular guys, but we have the most competitive division.
Who are your top 3
in the division?
154.
There's too many guys I can name 10 guys right now who are all good.
Go on, name some of them. Pick some of them out.
Virgil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora, Charles Conwell, Xander Zayas. I can go on, and there's a lot of guys. Like you can't just. I'm not that kind of. I don't pick fighters by popularity. I pick them by the skill.
Sure.
And those guys are skilled guys, and there's a lot of skilled guys who we don't know as well too.
Sure, great, thank you.
How prepared are you for the height and the size of Fondora? A lot of his past opponents have struggled. We've only seen one guy, Brian Mendoza, that's been able to topple him. But we know that you have one-punch KO power because we've seen it on video.
I don't think anybody can actually be prepared for him until you get in the ring. You start to do a couple rounds and you kind of get a gauge for how tall and how long his arms are. But I had sparring partners who came in who were his height, who were taller, who were shorter, fought similar to his style. Of course, they couldn't be him, or else they'd be where he is if they were him. But I think I'm going to be just fine with the height.
Does that mean it may take a couple rounds for you to get to cooking because you got to adjust to the size and everything in the early rounds?
It's like that for any fighter, just because you don't ever want to just go out there and walk into a punch. It's happened to me in my fight, so you know what I mean? I've lost in one round, so I know what that's like. Won't happen again.
Are you surprised, given his dimensions, that he doesn't use his height and length as much as you might imagine? He wants to get involved, right?
Some people would name like some people just enjoy fighting because that's just their style. Like they're better at that, and I don't know how he trains. You know, I'm not in his camp. You know, you don't hear too much about him, so I don't know. I don't know why he does that, but in the Tim Tszyu fight, he was boxing, so I don't know what he's gonna come out with, but I'm prepared for either one.
We saw you doing the mitts, not at full speed. Is any of that to not show Fondora too much, or why is that?
Just air media. I know it's mainly just pictures and talking and doing interviews, so it's really more about what it's about.
How much, like Brother Nazim used to say, swimming without getting wet. How important is that aspect going to be to beating Fondora?
Very important because he's an active puncher. He has one of the highest outputs, so not getting hit was going to be very important because it's more activity over accuracy for him.
And I'm going to piggyback off of what Sean Sattel just said. How do you stop yourself from getting suckered into a trading match with him, into just an all-out fight? We know that he likes, like the reporter to my left here said, to give up his height, so to speak, to force a guy to your size to really bang, to get in there. How do you stop yourself from getting suckered into a fight?
I don't know if you can, honestly. I don't know if you can. It ought to being elusive, having a good feet, good head movement. But I don't know, he covers a lot of distance, so I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to win. That's my only job. I don't care if I got to go forward, go back, move around, bang, whatever. I'm doing whatever to win the fight. I know a lot of people counting me out. I'm a big underdog, but that's why we do the fights, right? And that's why people are going to tune in too, because they want to see me lose, and there's a lot of people who want to see me win too. So I'm playing the shock in the world. That's what's going to happen.
Have you had to train a little bit different muscle memory? Normally guys are punching at eye level, but you're going to be having to punching past your forehead to throw a jab to Fondora. Have you started? How much have you worked on that, punching at higher targets?
Non-stop. And you're going to see Saturday. It's been working on that non-stop. Ever since I got the call, I went to the gym, same day, got to work.
A lot of people might be unfamiliar with you. My personal favorite fight watching you was back in North Carolina. We saw you do some little boots in it's like tricks in the ring. Talk to us about, for those of fans who don't know who you are, describe your fighting style for us.
Boxing. I'm just a boxer. I enjoy moving around. I enjoy having fun in there. Whenever the fight comes to me, that's when I'm doing my best, when things are just clicking and I'm not really being too serious, but also staying focused.
As the underdog, is the pressure off, or do you feel pressure going into this?
There's no pressure. I'm sure everybody here think I'm going to lose. Everybody saying I'm going to get knocked out. Everybody saying things. I'm like, all right. If most people, well, you guys probably did your homework and watch videos of me, but
Absolutely.
a lot of fans they only go by the popularity. Like if you got 100K followers, you nice. You got 20K followers, you a shit fighter. So like it's just like that's just the world we live in now.
Do you think we saw that with Lamont Roach going into the Tank fight? People didn't give him his due for that reason.
Absolutely. Boxers, we knew that he was good, but boxers, because we know who he is through boxing, amateur boxing, through the circus, you know who people are. Like boxing is a small community, even though it's across the globe. We know who the guys are. Even in the UK or Africa, you hear about a guy, you know who they are. So, but yeah, that's what everybody does.
Has there been a major difference in what you've done over the course of the last 6 fights?
Major difference is just wasn't me. I kind of like, I had some personal issues that I had to take care of, and I was kind of cutting some corners and just going through some hard stuff in my life that it sounds like an excuse, but I mean, I don't want to say what it is to make it an excuse, but I guess it is. Either way, I corrected them and I'm back. So I'm here.
When we talk about cutting corners, over here I just saw your strength and conditioning coach, a guy I talk to probably every other day, Evans Togler, a dude that works guys out like no other. What is the addition? I know that you worked out with him before. He's called me bragging about you before. What is so special about your relationship? He told me that you called him specifically for this fight.
Yeah, I needed him for real, because it was something that I was lacking. I never had a training camp. This is my first training camp. Never was able to have that opportunity to be a full-time boxer. And then when this opportunity came in, I said I need to do everything. I need to cross my I's, dot my T's. And I did one workout with him before when I was in Stanford. He came there with Michaela, and I was killed. He burnt me that one workout. It was a 30-minute workout too. And I said, you know what? I gotta just get him in camp. I need him with me, so that way I'm in tip-top condition. And the way he pushed me physically got me mentally prepared to know that I could be pushed that hard, because I don't think Fondora is not going to push me as hard as I can ever be pushed in a boxing match.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chordale.